Mm-hmm. Got some updates, man. Big updates. Big updates. I knew I was gonna get big updates. We got some Allstar JR updates. We got some POOH SHIESTY updates, and we got some YNW MELLY updates. Um, the biggest update we get is Allstar JR. Oh yeah, and so it's all we got. The biggest one we got is Allstar JR, and then POOH SHIESTY. I think POOH SHIESTY is the biggest update we got so far, man. I ain't gonna even lie. POOH SHIESTY, man. And it's sad fucking with like it's sad because it's kind of messed up, man. It's kind of messed up because the government is showing y'all, man, how they playing, and they playing in our face, man. They showing us how they playing, bro. And they showing you they can do whatever they want to do with y'all when y'all in custody, man. So hey, just take heed, bro. Just take heed, man, because right now, man, they showing us, hey, this is what we could do when we want to do it. You know what I'm saying? How we want to do it. I know All Star JR sitting there sick about it. I'll be sick about it. You know, that shit's so crazy. Like just his whole little situation, bro. That shit crazy. I'm looking at that whole situation like what the fuck is going on, bro? What's up though? What it do? 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 I think you forgot something. What I forget? What I forget? What did I forget, man? Let me know. What I forget? What I forget? Let me know. I know they ain't giving niggas bonds. I know that. We got so YNW Melly, he got court on his birthday to figure out if he gonna get a bond. So that's who so YNW Melly, he got court on his birthday. All Star JR just had court today, and Pushashi just had court today. So we about to jump into all of them updates we got. Cause it's a hell of a lot of updates, bro. It's a hell of a lot of updates. Pushashi is it ain't looking too good for Pushashi, man. It ain't looking too good. Besides, they keep bringing up shit. They keep bringing up cases. You know what I'm saying? It's the first day of the month. For sure, for sure. Who you vote for? Who I vote for? What you mean for the presidency? I forgot. I don't recall. I don't recall who I voted for. Um, it's just looking bad, bro. It's just looking real bad out here because at the same time, hit the like button and subscribe. Also, now if you Ola don't mind and enjoying live streaming now with us tonight. Thanks for watching now. Welcome here on live stream now. Oh, I like that. Good looking. Good looking. Tell everybody, spread the word. Like, share, and subscribe with us. I appreciate that. Like, share, and subscribe, man. For Shorsky. So we can get in the algorithm, man. Hype this up, man. I'm trying to get in the algorithm. Put me in the algorithm. Like, share, and subscribe so we can jump right into these updates, man. This shit get crazy. It's getting crazy, man. It is getting crazy. And then I never thought Sweden in the house, Sweden in the house. Imagine you're wearing a shirt with a PF on it. Hey, you crazy. You crazy. The shirt actually, it do get crazy. Man, you ain't lying. Cause right now, bro, it get crazy with the police, man, when they got you in custody, bro. When they got you in custody and they got you behind them bars, bro, they ain't playing with you. And they showing us clear as day, bro, like what they can do. They showing like we gonna do what we want to do with y'all. We gonna do what we want to do. Period. We gonna do what we want to do. And right now, that's the biggest like scare. That's the biggest thing. That's like, man, what? It's scary, bro. It's scary. It's scary. And like times we living in right now, bro. The times we living in right now, bro. What's up with it? What's up with it? May I be excused, please? I need to you. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm from Brazil. Brazil in the house. What it do? Nice to meet you. Brazil in the house. How much money for you to hold up the middle finger? I don't know, man. That's kind of a crazy request. Poppy juice, poopy juice. That's kind of, I remember that name, poopy juice. That's kind of a crazy request. Thank you. I'll be right back. All right. Never mind. It's a number 2. I might be in a minute. Take your phone. Take your phone. Hey, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. If y'all in this live right now, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We about to go up. I'm about to get into this. For a minute. I'm willing to pay you poopy juice. Quit playing. It hurts so much. Man, come on, G. Right, man, come on. Pray for me. It's stuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it, y'all. I'm sharing it. I'm sending it out. I'm sending it out. Bear with me. Bear with me. I don't got nobody that's gonna help me do this. Bear with me. I have to do it. Bear with me. Bear with me. I gotta do it by my goddamn own self. I gotta send it out. How people gonna know we on? How people gonna know we up here? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Snapchat. You gotta share. See, that's another thing. See, once I upload, once I go live, I share it to all my platforms. I make sure I share it to all my platforms because you know I can't count on YouTube to share my shit, so I gotta share it. Ain't nobody in here trying to fuck with me and clip. Ain't nobody clipping. You know what I'm saying? I pay bread for clippers. Ain't nobody clipping though, so I can't even pay nobody for no clips because they ain't clipping. So, you know, if people clip and I seen them, I'll pay the cheese. I'll pay the money. I'll pay the money for the. I'm looking for clippers. I need clippers for the next IRL session that we go. I'm gonna need some clippers. Point period blank. I'm gonna need people to clip. Shit, that's really what a nigga need. But we about to get into this, man. We about to get into this. Get into this, man. Who y'all trying to who we trying to break down first? We trying to break down YNW MELLY, or we trying to break down Allstar JR, or we want POOH SHIESTY? Which one? Which one? Which one, y'all? Which one? Which one we breaking down first? POOH SHIESTY, Allstar JR.
You're new here. Yep, I'm great on glass. We start with
which one? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Hurry up before I just go. Before I do the any, mini, mighty, mo, which one we doing? Huh? Which one we doing? Allstar JR, POOH, SHIESTY, or YNW MELLY? Which one we doing? Let's go. Oh, well, we're gonna go with Allstar JR first. So, developing right now today with Allstar JR, man. Allstar JR had a court date today, man. Ain't nobody post his paperwork, ain't nobody post nothing today. What's the deal? What's the deal? Portuguese, Brazil. What's the deal? So he had a court hearing today. They denied his bond. They denied the bond for Allstar JR. So that's bad news. That means he's gonna stay in there. He's gonna stay in there. And by them denying his bond, I mean that's a sign already that they on bullshit. Now, what's gonna happen with Allstar JR case? This is gonna be a big case. This is gonna be a big case due to the fact that he's the victim being charged. So, with that being said, it's kind of like a weird case involving him. It's gonna be weird because where it happened at, the laws that it contracted with, and also the people that it's involving famous people. So at the end of the day, it's like eyes are on this case. They are watching this case. This case is gonna be big. Trust what I. Yeah, I love hip hop. I love hip hop, rap, all that. The case is gonna be next level. It might cause a ruling because of the simple fact of how is you charging somebody that was fighting for their life. Now, don't get me wrong, they're going to say, it's because of the action after him neutralizing the threat. It was the action after that, which we seen him do. He came back, stood over Ben 10, hit him a couple more times, pistol whipped him, spit on him. So that's the action that they saying that got him the charge, and him possessing the handgun, and he's a felon. So my thing with him possessing the handgun, my favorite rapper right now, man, I ain't gonna even lie. I've been fucking with FS the Bender, CEO Rizzy, FS the Bender, Skrilla. I've been off them heavy. Like they in my playlist heavy. FS the Bender, Skrilla, and CEO Rizzy. They in my playlist heavy right now. That's all I listen to. So like what I was just saying, like, okay, with this case, this is gonna be a major case, y'all. So I hope y'all paying attention. I hope y'all watching and staying up to date on this, because this has the possibility to change history. This case right here has a possibility to change it. And we have not yet, out of all this, the feds that went snatched Allstar JR, out of all of this that's going on, we Ben 10 and Dead and Ron has yet to be charged. They have yet to be charged, and they have yet to be in police custody. As of right now, they are not in police custody as we know, and they are not charged as we know. And I find that hard. Like, how the hell is they not charged? How the hell are they not charged? And they incited the incident. They was the ones who caused they are the ones that caused this to even happen. I find that hard. I find how is the victim being charged, and they the ones who caused this incident. So that's another like red flag to me that it's not gonna go his way.
If you're a producer who hates
You know,
AI, this plugin might change
that's
your
like
mind. This is reimagining co-producer. You can take
And we don't see
that's
any checks on, so we don't have to.
that's a red flag, man. Like shit, that's a red flag, bro. They denied his bond. So it's a couple red flags. They denied his bond. They not arresting Ben 10 or Dead End Ron. And they charged him with a charge. So that's 3 red flags that I'm pointing out in this case. That's like 3 red flags, and I already see that's like, damn, it's gonna be bad for Allstar JR. You know what I'm saying? Just off them 3 red flags. So if y'all in here, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. If y'all in my live, y'all fucking with me, like, share, and subscribe. We breaking down the cases. We breaking down the 3 cases of the 3 individuals on my thumbnail. And right now we on Allstar JR. It's looking bad. So them the three flags, the red flags that raised when I hear the case, when I listen to the case, and I read the case, because I got it to where I can read it on my phone. So when I read the case, those are the 3 red flags, and I'm like, damn, them bitches sit out. Like, they ain't arrest them niggas yet. They arrested Allstar JR and they charged them. Now, in cases like this, bro, shit like this, when shit like this happen, I can understand if Allstar JR was arrested because, okay, they're going to arrest him. They're going to take him into, let me not say arrest, they're going to take him into custody and want to get a statement out of him or want to get something out of him to verify what they see and what went on. You know, so I can understand that. So that's not weird. I can understand that. But when they arrest him and put a charge on him, that's weird to me. Because now I'm like, how the fuck he get a charge? You know, and he was protecting himself. And that's not his gun. So and my shit is like, bro, if you a felon out here, if you a motherfucking felon, you can't even protect yourself. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. If you a felon out here and somebody was attacking y'all and they gun fall off their hip and they attacking you and you so happen to grab their gun, you might be going to jail if you a felon. Like, you might be going to jail, and that's fucked up. That's crazy. You know, but it's like that's the type of laws they trying to bring. That's the type of laws they got out here, you know. And it don't make it better. It don't make it better that you a star, that you famous, that you went to go make videos. Like, that don't even make it better. But at the end of the day, it's like, shit, that's what we gonna do. That's the culture. That's the rap culture right now. Let me get one up on you and go rap about it. That's the rap culture. So I mean, it might be it's acceptable within rap. But shit, the motherfucking officers looking at that shit like, he taunting. He's taunting us. He's taunting us. Look what he just did. He taunting us. We don't care if he the victim. He's still taunting us. Like, what? At what point is the victim a victim? I don't know, man. I don't know, but you know I gotta tap in with Sadie Nash, man. We're gonna tap in with Sadie Nash. You know, I always tap in with Sadie Nash because he be having this shit, man. He the only one who covered Allstar JR case today. Like, ain't nobody else. No other bloggers covered Allstar JR case. So, for real though, you just common sense though, bro. This all common sense. Like, just thinking about it, like, this common sense. And when you read it and go through it, your common sense gonna kick in. Like, man, hold on, this don't even sound right what I'm reading, you know. But we about to tap in with Sadie Nash, man. Sadie Nash, the only person who covered it today, and that's odd to me. You know, he got paperwork and everything. Sadie Nash always come correct. That's why he one of my trusted sources where Okay, I listen to his shit too all the time. So we about to check out what Sadie Nash got to say about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna jump into let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. Who next? YNW Melly or we doing POOH SHIESTY? Who next? Who next? POOH SHIESTY or we doing
breaking news that you can use? Let's go. All right, man. So nobody posted this as far as what I could see. We were waiting, and it is now here. United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan. So I'm going to explain to y'all more than likely what's going to end up happening because of where said thing happened, because it's going to happen. But order of detention pending trial. And it goes on to say, upon a motion of the government or the court's own motion for a detention hearing pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 31442 F1, because the defendant is charged with, and it goes all the way down to 5, it says, any felony that is not otherwise a crime of violence but involves A, a minor victim, B, the possession of a firearm or a destructive device, or C, any other dangerous weapons. Obviously, he's going to qualify.
That shit little as hell.
Now we go on and we see a bunch of stuff that
shit little as hell.
Checks on, so we don't have
he
to worry
reading
about
it off
right
Pacer.
When it says
it's little as hell, y'all. That's why he reading it off Pacer.
Credible presumption arises under 18 U.S.C. and then it goes on to say it again in application of any presumption.
He reading it off Pacer. That's why it's that little, y'all.
What Allstar JR did not want to happen. Goes on to say, after considering any applicable presumption, the nature and circumstances of the defendant's alleged conduct, the defendant's history and characteristics. That's a big factor.
I'm going with 50 Cent.
Trolling and ass shaking on the damn video camera that he was doing came back to bite him today. The other factors set forth in 18 U.S.C. 3142G. The information presented at the detention hearing and the available conditions of release under 18 U.S.C. 3142C. The court concludes that the defendant must be detained pending trial because the government has proven, it means the shit that they showed, by clear and convincing evidence that no condition or combination of conditions of release will reasonably assure the safety of any other person and the community, which is hilarious because he's not even from where the hell that they're going to transfer the case. Don't worry. We go on to further see that it is signed by the judge. I'll circle this right here for some of y'all who want to say, well, the judge didn't. Yes, the judge did. Kiss my ass. So, part 4. Directions regarding detention. The defendant is remanded to the custody of the Attorney General or to the Attorney General's designated representative for confinement in the corrections facility subject to the extent practicable from persons awaiting or serving sentences or being held in custody pending appeal. The defendant must be afforded a reasonable opportunity for private consultation with defense counsel on order of a court of the United States or on request of an attorney for the government. The person in charge of the corrections facility must deliver the defendant to a United States Marshal for the purpose of an appearance in connection with the court proceeding. Dated April 27, 2026, United States Magistrate Judge. Whoa! That's that QR code, man. Y'all know what that is, man. They said no more 5. Nah. Double that. Put 10 to win. Thursday, swerve day. You feel me? Free cash. Being a lot that people don't see is the words that we don't use. When they say characteristics, they're talking about the shit that you're doing outside. So all the interviews, all of the talking, all of that braggadocious shit, the whole entire thing, where it seems like you're trolling and it seems like you're a danger to the community based upon your actions. It's not just based upon your previous shit. It's the stuff that you were doing before and after. So it's the after stuff. The smartest thing that he did was actually decide to leave Tejas. But, boy, we got some breaking news on top of that shit. Because as of today, the judge said, I want to ship you to MI to TX. Let's get your ass on out of here. Roll it. So as you guys can see right here, we already see the complaints, and the reason for this, I'm showing you guys, is that he has his attorney, Arthur J. Wise, because we had seen that he actually did not have an attorney a couple of days before. And so there's that. So we go on to see what the hell he already even had happen on the 23rd at a petition to transfer rule 5C3, United States of America to Jeremy Christopher Ford. So there you go right there. And then we just start to see everything that starts to happen. And then right here on the bottom part, I want you guys to understand what the hell is going on. He's about to get shipped. Order, transfer, and defendant to answer charges pending in the Southern District of Texas in commitment to that district as to Jeremy Christopher Ford, signed by Magistrate Judge Kimberly G. Altman. So here you can see right here, 4:30, that's today. Text only notice to the Southern District of Texas of transfer as to Jeremy Christopher Ford. Your case number is 26MJ26. Using your patient count, you may retrieve the docket sheet and any other documents and take some entries. So now that y'all see that, let's finish out this video. Eventually, he gonna land his ass in Texas. They already decided the order. Y'all have seen it. The judge said as of today, you know what? It's good to go. And some of y'all will go, well, what the hell? What the hell? Well, think back to the POOH SHIESTY case, right? Big 30, POOH SHIESTY daddy. They got caught all the way to Tennessee. Tennessee said, you know what, bro? Y'all could go free, but then the Fed said, hold on, we got to appeal this. We want to appeal this, and plus wherever it happened. So for those who wondering why the hell did the Michigan federal judge see it, because that's where they had his ass. Still have due process and all this other shit. I'm not a federal lawyer, but shout out to Mel. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because he's going to Houston. He going straight back to Houston. He ain't going to Dallas. He ain't going to San Antonio. He ain't going to El Paso. He ain't going to Austin. He ain't going to Waco. He going straight back to Houston with more ties. Bro, listen, man, I hope they got a Michigan car out there, you know what I'm saying? Because he'll be fine, or maybe they'll push a Midwest car out there. Who knows? It's prison politics. I ain't never been to prison, but I'm pretty sure from all the telling that they're doing a lot of these goddamn prison channels, somebody will tell the story of how it is in the Houston federal jail. Now, the crazier part is this week coming up, there's heavy rumors that he ain't gonna be the only one sitting in that Houston jail. What you mean, Nash? There are rumors right now that NBA Big Ten got a clank on his wrist, even though his legs can't do to Mr. Roboto, can't wiggle his toes. So there's a heavy rumor that on Monday, he got visited by the female Fed, the same female Fed that was talking to the restaurant owner that I seen with my own eyes. And they're alleging that, bruh, on sometime this week, even though technically it's Thursday, so next week, that them guys are going to jail. That Junior wants that bad knee he got, that Nemo Lucky Finn he got for the knee, his ass gonna be marching in. Ben 10 gonna get rolled up, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, but I don't see why the feds would do that, because right now, the care that he's going to need around the clock and all that shit, where they have him at on that third floor, he's right there in major ICU. I'm gonna just say it that way. And if anything goes wrong, he could die. That'd be on the feds. So they're not in any rush, in my opinion, to do this, because they would have already arrested him. Because think about it. You have all the crimes. You have what they did. Only thing that you don't have is technically the motive from somebody talking, which allegedly they gave the motive, OG3 and Ben 10.
Like, share, subscribe, my baby.
So we shall see. I didn't really put it out there because at the end of the day, everything I said that's going to happen has already happened. It's just going to be proven true later on with transcripts and all this shit. So y'all won't be able to come back in March and say, Sonny Nash, down, bro, you was right, until like 2.5 years from now. But you know what? I'll still take my victory lap. But to keep it authentic with y'all, it's about to be fascinating.
Yeah.
Because you want this trial to happen in Texas. You want your lawyer to say, let's get this shit going in Texas. Texas is pro-gun as hell. I got a mug in there that's like a goddamn 4-5 that I drink out of all the time, only because I live in Houston, Texas. So we gonna see. Because a Texas crowd that sees this man get jumped by 7 people, it looked like, with more people coming and goddamn chairs. It seemed like J.R. Rawson yelling, "That son of a bitch, Triple H." Man, look, I think All-Star JR gonna beat it. There are provisions that does have to exist, and there has to be certain law that has to exist that say, even though he's a felon, y'all saying he can't touch a gun, but if a gun is right there and he has to defend himself because it's life or death, how the hell can you say that? That's like if you killed a black bear and he was a felon and somebody had basically died and they had a gun and the bear looking at you next. Nah, bro, you can't. They can't basically order you to die because they stripped the right that the United States Bill of Rights doesn't say that you can't have. The right to bear arms does not say felons can't own firearms. Those are state provisions and sometimes fair provisions that were added. But I'd argue that if I was a two-way goddamn judge.
Yeah, I'm argue that all day.
Just some homeless ass guy in a small ass apartment. But y'all let me.
Hey. I'm gonna argue that all day. I don't give a. Hey, I'm gonna argue that all day. I gotta argue that, because if you don't argue that, man, you letting them get one up on you. You letting the government get one up on us. You letting the government get one up on us. You gotta argue that. Ain't no motherfucking way I ain't arguing that. You know what I'm saying? Because like he just said, man. Like he just said, once this case go in front of some people, bro, once this case go in front of the jurors, once the jurors see this case, you hear me? Once the jurors see this case and they see what happened and what went down, bro, I highly doubt they rule any other decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, I highly doubt. Once the jurors see this shit, I highly doubt the jurors go against and say, nah, he wrong. Once the jurors hear this shit and hear the whole case and sit down and see the whole case and just see what happened because everything is on camera, I highly doubt they say, oh, this man is wrong. This man is wrong. They might hit him with a passion of crime, like a passion. They might hit him with that, like, man, he was in passion. He was in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was mad. He was mad. He was in the moment. They might hit him with that and let him go. Because any man, bro, come on, bro. What would y'all do? Ask yourself that. What y'all doing? In a situation like that, bro, and y'all getting beat upside the head, chairs getting through at you, you getting stumped, you already had your jewelry stripped off of you. You know what I'm saying? And you just see a shining light on the ground. You see a shining light that's gonna get everybody up off of you. What you gonna do? You gonna say, oh, I'm a felon, I can't touch that. Hell no. Hell no. 100% of people gonna grab that bitch and get the spark in it. 100% of people gonna grab it and get the spark in it. Especially if they got motherfucking 7 motherfuckers on them, 7, 8 motherfuckers beating at their ass. Or all 100% of people gonna grab that bitch off the ground and get the sparking. So again, I highly doubt a judge gonna say, nah, he's guilty. I highly doubt the jurors gonna say, nah, he's guilty. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt the jurors say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just don't seem likely. Then you in Texas. That's a stand your ground state. If you know something about laws and shit in Texas, it's a stand your ground state. That means stand your ground. That means if somebody try to come fuck with you, you got the right to stand your ground and fuck them up. You get what I'm saying? Possibly kill them and walk scot-free. So that's the type of state Texas is. Period. It ain't nothing else around. That's the type of state Texas is. Like, it's a stand your ground state. So at the end of the day, it's like he had the right to stand his ground. He had the right to handle his business when they jumped on him, especially when they robbed him. Especially when they confiscated the chain. When they confiscated the chain, when they confiscated the watch, he definitely had every right to do what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? And they got to put in pause on him. So he had the right to do what he needed to do. So I highly doubt he gonna go in front of the judge, and I highly doubt he gonna go in front of the jurors, and they're gonna say he guilty. Not in Texas. Now, the thing is, when they ship him down to Texas, he's going to Houston. And you know, Houston is the land of the mob ties. You know what I'm saying? It's the land of mob ties. So you know it's a lot of mob ties motherfuckers locked up. So that's another thing. That's another thing Sadie was saying. I ain't speak on that. I wanted to wait. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yeah, when he get down to Houston and they prison system, they jail system, you know, it's mob ties down there everywhere. And I know they locked up. So it's like, damn, what you it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? But I know in the feds we got a card. Michigan got a card, and Michigan not gonna let that ride. It's gonna be something that's gonna happen on the motherfucking compound. Whatever compound we at, and Michigan got a card, it's gonna go up. Whatever the Midwest card is, it's gonna go up because shit, the Midwest card ain't gonna let that ride. The Midwest card ain't gonna let the Houston niggas get down on him. The Midwest card ain't gonna do that just because off of sole facts of nigga he ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just off of man time, just off of respect. The Midwest card ain't gonna let that ride. So he got that. I do know it's a Midwest card. So if you locked up in the feds, you know what I'm saying? It is a Midwest card. It is a Midwest card. So he got that for him. So he ain't just gonna and when he check in, his paperwork right. The paperwork right. So you know what I'm saying? He gonna check in, do his thing. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest card not gonna let that ride. Trust me, the Midwest card is not gonna let that ride. But so what's next, y'all? Who we got next? We got POOH SHIESTY or we got YNW MELLY? Who we riding with? Who we riding with? We gonna do POOH SHIESTY or YNW MELLY? What we gonna do, y'all? We gonna do POOH SHIESTY or YNW MELLY? Let me see. Okay. Let's see. The poll up. The poll up. The poll up. Who we got? The poll up. The poll up. Bro, I can smell that. It was great. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. It's that. It's that. Who you got? Who we doing? POOH SHIESTY or YNW MELLY, y'all? Through the screen. Who we got? POOH SHIESTY or YNW MELLY? The poll up. Let's go. Vote. The poll up, y'all. Vote. Let's vote. Let's vote. Let's vote. The poll up. Let's go. Who we got? We got one vote. YNW MELLY. We got one vote. YNW MELLY. Come on, who we doing? POOH SHIESTY or YNW MELLY? Which case we about to break down, y'all? Once we get to, we got to get to 11 votes. Once we get to 11 votes, I'm going in. Put some near the screen. Let me hit that real quick. I got you, brother. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, where you from? Legendary 4K. Where you from? Legendary 4K. You know it's folk. What, you shoot videos or something? Where you from, G? Legend, is you subscribe? If you hold on, Legendary. Is you subscribed? Is you subscribed yet? Are you from America? What part? Are you from East, West, Midwest, South? Where you from? And is you subscribed? Did you subscribe yet? Huh, player? You subscribe, Playboy? You one of my subscribers? Hey, if y'all ain't here, vote. What we doing? We doing POOH SHIESTY or YNW MELLY? Vote, y'all. East Coast, baby. Not yet, son. Subscribe then, man. Check me out, man. Check me out. You in here popping with me? Check me out, man. Go check me out, G. Where we at, y'all? Come on, man. Get them votes up. Get them votes up. Let's go. It look like we're gonna have to do YNW MELLY. Look like we gonna have to do YNW MELLY, man. We're gonna break this shit down. He told me I am the 11th vote. Hey, we gonna see. We gonna see. We about to see. Let's go, y'all. Let me do something real quick. Where we at, man? Allstar. I mean, we just did Allstar JR. What we doing? YNW MELLY? Or we doing POOH SHIESTY? Bro out here talking to his soul. You love the soul music, don't you? You say, bro out here talking to his soul. You love the soul music, don't you? What you mean? I like hip hop. I like rap. I love a little soul music, though. A little soul music do be good, though. I ain't gonna lie. Crack a bitch to it. Crack a bitch to soul music. Go ahead, break her back off. You did. And slide out of there. And slide right out of there. For real, boy. You say what now? Midwest, Michigan. I'm a Michigan boy. You hear me? You cussing terrible. I mean, You causing trouble. I'm causing trouble everywhere I go. I touch. Oh, what would you say? I touch down the car's head. I touch down the car's head. And then, brother. All right, we're gonna do YNW Melly, y'all. That look like the vote of the day. Come on, man. Vote. We got 2 more minutes. Let's vote. Vote. If y'all in the live, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, and make sure y'all vote. I got it up right now. Go vote. Go ahead. Take care of that. Take care of that, y'all. Vote. Let me see what I got for y'all. So, I've been voting since I've been in here. I bet I seen you rob a gas station for some pocket change, son. Man, I probably hit a gas station. I was young, my nigga. I ain't do it like that. I hit their ass for some chips, racks and shit, racks of chips and candy. Took that shit back to the school and sold it. Fuck you, man. That's what I did, do. That's what I did, do. I ain't lying. That's what I did, do, legendary. Back in the day, I was terrible. You hear me? I was terrible. Class A shithead. You did.
You're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning of the internet, there's never been such a
that shit, man.
We laugh.
All right. So, we got YNW Melly, y'all. Who think YNW Melly coming home? No, they used to call me Rock. Hey, who think YNW Melly coming home? The Migos are good too. Yeah, Migos, they was good. Hell yeah, they was good. I ain't gonna lie. Who think YNW Melly coming home though? Because yeah, Rip take off. Nah, YNW Melly, it's a strange case, man. YNW Melly been locked up, what, 7 years now? YNW Melly been locked up 7 years. That's crazy. Why YNW Melly being locked up? He has no physical evidence, no fingerprints, no camera evidence. He has no eyewitness evidence. He has nothing like that saying, hey, he did this. You know what I'm saying? And he's been locked up for 7 years now. And with the YNW Melly, it gets even crazier. It gets even wilder. Because while he's been locked up for 7 years, check this out. He's been locked up for 7 years. He hasn't. No. What you mean? What you mean? The Diddy part. What you mean? What you mean? But YNW Melly been locked up for 7 years. Now, with this 7 years he been locked up, he hasn't got in one fight. He hasn't got one ticket. He hasn't been in like no type of trouble. You get what I'm saying? Whole time he's been on 24-hour watch. So no tickets. That's major. Cause you know when you in federal prison and motherfucking regular prison, you gonna get tickets. Tickets is the way of life sometimes for motherfuckers. LOP, loss of privilege. You gonna get that type of shit when you locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's where they take all your shit, all your privileges, phone, um, phone, you limited watching, limited, everything is limited to none. LOP. So, you can imagine how life is when you in there catching tickets and shit. So, with that being said, it's like okay, YNW Melly ain't getting none of this. YNW Melly ain't getting no tickets or none of this shit. Mind you, he cannot place bond. You feel me? They ain't trying to give him bond. So the court case that just came up, I mean, that he about to have on his birthday, he had a court case that he didn't really have to appear, but it was for the next update. You know what I'm saying? So boom. His lawyer pointed out inconsistencies, letting them know what going back and forth, telling people like, look, the prosecutor is a liar, this, that, and the third. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it all. And why he's saying this and doing this, you gotta realize that it's been a kid been locked up in there for 7 years. Mind you, the record label that he's under 300 is telling the judge. The record label that YNW Melly is under is telling the judge, hey, when YNW Melly get out of jail, you talking about you must be slow. What is the Diddy part though? I don't understand. So the 300 is telling the judge and them, hey, when YNW Melly get out, he'll be in an undisclosed location in Broward County. You know what I'm saying? He'd be good. He'd be supervised. We got him. We're gonna take care of him. You ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. This is what the record label was telling him. This is what his mama is telling him. This is what This is what his grandma is saying too. At the same time, now mind you, whole time he's been locked up for 7 years. The whole 7 years, the grandma bringing up letters at the court date, bringing up letters, letting them know like, hey, all my letters I've been writing my grandson, they've been getting sent back. Grandma look young too. Grandma look young too, so that's crazy. You know, black don't crack. But whole time the grandma like, I'm sending letters to my grandson YNW Melly, and it's being sent back to sender. You know, the mom saying the same thing. The mom hasn't been able to get in contact with her son. Yeah, shut up, nigga. They talking about shut up. Shut up. He talking about Kodak Black. Nah, nigga, they say Lil Yachty, nigga. Fuck you mean? They call me Yachty, nigga. Yeah, Lil Yachty, nigga. Fuck you mean? So the mama also saying, hey, I can't even talk to my son. Talking about to you, nigga. No, call me Yachty. She talking about she ain't even been able to talk to her son because, mind y'all, he had it was a viral AI video going around with him, like he was like on the phone FaceTiming and shit. But mind y'all, that's AI. Guess what? The jail took it like it was real. You feel me? Mind you, y'all. Mind y'all. The jail took it and treated it like it was real. He has no tickets for this though. But the jail took it like and treated it like that was him. You feel me? Mind y'all, I just told y'all he's getting watched 24/7. He's on 24/7 watch. You know what I'm saying? And all the cell searches and everything like that comes up negative. He ain't been on no drugs. He ain't smoked nothing. He ain't drunk nothing. He ain't had not a ticket since he's been in there. Check this out now. And he still ain't got bond. 7 years of all this, he still ain't got bond. So, no, this not El Chapo. This is YNW Melly. This is YNW Melly, man. He been in there 7 years, no bond. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, now I can understand the case that he's on. I can understand it's a double M. It's a double man. You feel what I'm saying? It's a double man. So I can understand that case is major in the legality of the case. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand like the pressure that shit you having a double M on you and you got that money, you can run. So they keep trying to say he's a flight risk. My bad, I forgot this dude since beginning to fly. Yeah, Yachty. Bro talking like a lawyer. Damn, son. Get those papers. You ain't lying though. So mind you, 7 years, bro. No communication with his mama, no communication with his grandma. Mind you, he's been locked up. His last birthdays, all his birthdays. You get what I'm saying? 7 birthdays. So it's like they ain't been able to sing happy birthday to him in 7 years. You get what I'm saying? So bro gonna be working in the White House next week. You ain't lying. They should put me in the White House. They should put me in the White House and put me as security. And I guarantee knuckleheads like Cole Allen won't get through. I guarantee it. I guarantee knuckleheads like Cole Allen won't get through. But like I was saying though, bro, like that's major, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know what you feel me, like even though I know, all right, the case is major, yeah, that's whatever. Even the lawyer Drew Fielding, bro, he threw out, hey, we don't care what you we're open to whatever bond it is gonna be, Your Honor. We're not gonna dispute the bond that you give us. So that means that the lawyer, the judge can give them $10 million bond. They're gonna go get $10 million and get him up out of there. Period. He probably done made $10 million since he been in there. So that's major. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's major. If you ask me. So that's the biggest thing right there, man. That's the biggest thing. That's what they fighting right now. They fighting, hey, can we get him home? Because it's like he ain't tied to this case, this so-called case, no type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's just he was there. He was seen. We know he was in the car. You know what I'm saying? When they left, he was in the car. You get what I'm saying? We got a little made up little story or whatever. I mean, not made up, but we got a little story, whatever that was told that match up, but it don't match up in certain ways. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But him being tied to the scene, no, we can't say he was there because there's nothing that tied him to the scene. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And another part is when you got motherfucking DAs lying, telling saying like, hey, talking to other DAs, that's like me and Legendary. That's like me and Legendary 4K. Diddy not out. Diddy is not out, bro. Diddy ain't out. That would have broke the internet. Diddy is not out. So that's like me and Legendary 4K. Damn, he made me forget what the fuck I was about to say. Yeah, but bro, definitely unemployed. Bro on bro on mama's basement and on food stamps. I wish life would be so easy. Life would be so easy. Yeah, this YNW Melly case is kind of weird. It's kind of twisted because it's like, damn, you see how they gonna treat you. You know what I'm saying? And it's no physical evidence that he was there. There's nobody saying, you know what I'm saying? So like we gonna watch the case. We gonna watch what the lawyers say. Like we gonna get into this shit because it's like that shit crazy to me. How they playing these three cases that's POOH SHIESTY case that we about to discuss last. That's really like a home run case down there because they ooh-wee. But we gonna get into that though. But this right here, this is what you gotta know though. You know what I'm saying? Like this is major. You know what I'm saying? Because 7 years, no contact, no nothing, no tickets, no nothing. And this man ain't been able to be granted no type of bail. He ain't showed not one aggressive behavior. And you mean tell me he can't get bail? You know what I'm saying? He can get bail with ankle monitor and get 24/7 guard like he locked up. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But you know that ain't up to us. That's up to the motherfucking law system. But we about to jump into this motherfucking case, man. I'm about to put this case on for y'all. So we got Melly and Wanna and Weenie, the POOH. Dang, this is crazy. You talking about we got Melly and Winnie the Pooh? This crazy. Yeah, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. Hey, POOH SHIESTY. Oh my god, we gonna jump into that though. We gonna dive into that because everything fresh to me.
Yesterday, as we prepped for today, we had text messages and phone calls on Christmas Eve. We were in communication through the holidays. Your Honor was kind enough to have 250 jurors ready. I believe you said you had 250 backup. The day before that trial, the case was dismissed with what we thought was without explanation. And then, of course, as we noted in our motion for bond, in our footnote 1 or 2, the state issued a statement about not wanting to wait for a ruling by the court. That's just unacceptable. And the bottom line
is Legendary 4K.
The state didn't give Mr. Demons the ability to get his not guilty verdict. Because I'll say right now, that would have been a 30-minute not guilty verdict. It would have taken 25 minutes to choose a foreperson and 5 minutes to deliberate, and he's found not guilty in that case. So he was denied that opportunity to get his not guilty.
Some of y'all, that's Drew Finland. That's the billion-dollar lawyer, Drew Finland. What he basically said was, oh, when y'all press play for the last time we was about to go to trial for the witness tamper stuff, which carries a life sentence again, y'all backed out and we was going to get a not guilty. See, Drew basically said, hey, man, our case against what they had was so good that we was going to be able to wrap this shit up in literally less than 30 minutes. So what happened today?
This woman in Kansas City searched her name and found $6.1 million in unclaimed money. Like, what?
Wait, you don't know about
Let's go.
So when we look at the first issue of proof evident, presumption great, and I know these are issues that the court is very aware of, and it's interesting, and Your Honor, I think pro hoc vici is not a right, but it's a privilege, and I appreciate that privilege, and I'm trying to do everything I can to understand, because things are different when you travel around, but some things are not different. So here's what's not different when we use this incredibly high standard in the state of Florida, which is beyond guilt and reasonable doubt. That is that this is a case that a jury was not able to render a verdict. 1, this is a case with no DNA implicating Mr. Demons. 2, this is a case with no fingerprints implicating Mr. Demons. 3, This is a case with no surveillance showing that he had anything to do with being in a vehicle or, more importantly, shooting anybody. 4, this is a case with no eyewitnesses whatsoever. 5, this is a case where we have a detective, the lead detective that ties the bow and brings it home at the end, that is asking another officer to lie. Your Honor, I'm not one of those lawyers that says at night, you know, God, what a crappy profession. I hate it. I love being a lawyer. My history is full. That's how Ms. Howard and I are friends. We're not friends from trying cases. We never tried a case together. We have both been committed our whole careers to bar associations and teaching young lawyers. That's the foundation of our friendship. So we're both lawyers that are honored to be lawyers and respect the other side. Respect, you'll never hear me condemning prosecutors, and I always will jump at the opportunity to represent somebody in blue because our society needs them. But here's what we don't need. We don't need a lead detective pinned up against a public integrity prosecutor and right in front of her trying to get another officer to lie. That casts doubt on everything that Moretti does, everything that he touches. And I will be the first person to be shocked if he stays lead detective in this case. We've all done cases where somebody, for whatever reason, is removed from a case and a new person comes in and picks up what they did. But hey, if this case goes to trial, bring him on because he's a liar. Damn. And so then we have...
Whoa! That's that QR code, man. Y'all know what that is, man. They said no more 5. Nah, double that, double that, double that, double that. Put 10 to win. Thursday, swerve day, you feel me? Free cash, Saturday Nash. Catch y'all with this content.
Him to have communication with his mother. He has not heard his mother's voice in years. Tomorrow will be, I think, the 3rd or 4th birthday where he's not had a family member say happy birthday. And so I think, you know, we'll work with the court as far as those people that he can communicate with. But it is time for a bond to be set. If I can just confer with counsel before I conclude, that would be great. Sure. Thank you.
So Detective Moretti essentially gets destroyed by Drew Fillon because Moretti is a liar. Moretti told people that he wanted people to lie for him in order to get a conviction, in order for the cell phone and all of this stuff. It's like they try to say it's tongue-in-cheek, but when is it tongue-in-cheek for officers to play like that during a double murder investigation? But I want to read these footnotes. It's like 4 minutes. It just sums up the day because it was a long, long, long day. And the stuff I want to play, you guys will fall asleep. But let's finish this out with this. Roll it. Y'all know I'm always shout out my guy, Bryson Boom Paul, man. So Jamie King, YNW Melly's mother, but that's actually his grandma that's actually on the stand. YNW Melly still has his great grandma, bro. Like, youngin' is blessed. Like, bro, his grandma look young. This is a young looking woman, you know, for her age, bro. And she still got her mom here. So she basically says she's written to the jail and it got returned to sender. What they were doing they were showing that people have been trying to talk to YNW Melly and he ain't even been getting the freaking mail. Then you have basically one of the managers of 100K Management, and basically she says she's never met YNW Melly, says it has been difficult to manage him as a client being detained. She says YNW Melly is still signing 300 in Atlantic Records. If released on bond, YNW Melly will stay at an undisclosed home in Broward County. Basically said, we have the money to take care of all of this stuff. And then this guy came on here, and it's a long clip. That's why I'm just going to read Boom stuff because it summarizes it up pretty well. He takes the stand and he gets crossed by Kerry Hall, and then they admit that YNW Melly is watched 24 hours a day. And that's going to be important because what they tried to pull in this crap was the freaking video of YNW Melly, but it doesn't make any sense. It's clearly AI, and the state brought it in. So it says the officer addresses YNW Melly's behavior history with attorney Kerry Hall. BSO officer admits that YNW Melly's cell has been searched every day during his 7-year detainment. No drugs, weapons, or contraband has been found. Since 2019, BSO officer admits there has never been a single time that YNW Melly has had a fight or attacked anyone. And then he admits that YNW Melly has not spoken to any family members in 6 freaking years. So far it's going good for Melly. So then the officer begins getting cross-examined by Alexandra Buckaloo, and NBSO officer admits YNW Melly is in an entire dorm by himself. He has access to television, can change the channel whenever he wants. He has no shower restrictions. He sees 3 nurses a day. He sees a psychologist once a week. He has unlimited access to nurse and psychologist. He is not allowed to send out unlimited letters. He admits that some letters YNW Melly has sent out has been retained by the BSO. Then we go on, and it says the officer admits they had copies of majority of YNW Melly sent out mail to family. Then the BSO officer reads letters from YNW Melly to the family. Food is better. Watch TV all day. It's like a mini mansion. Obviously, he's being sarcastic, but they don't care. BSO officer admits that YNW Melly has been moved to Paul facility twice. BSO officer admits that YNW Melly has been able to receive mail if it meets the standards in the right address. Then they keep on going. Alexandra Buckaloo submits that YNW Melly's contract log on into evidence after approved by the Broward Sheriff. So YNW Melly's attorney, Kerry Hall, objects to the contact log. That's fine. He gonna let that shit anyways. So the major admits that he has compiled a log on YNW Melly for why he has restrictions. So the major admits that the log that led to YNW Melly's first visit to Paul facility are authentic, mentions YNW Melly's previous attorneys also included calls for YNW Melly's first visit to the damn new facility. Then the major goes over the incidents that occurred. They're basically going to talk about a freaking 30-day violation where you had wiretampering charges, several violations, including using voice pen to allow others to talk to others. And then BSO major admits YNW Melly received a 2-hour restriction. He has lied to staff. He's banged on the walls, told the staff he don't give a F. He said vulgar comments to female staff. He was counseled for remarks towards the staff. He lied to staff about another video call. Horse-playing, passing notes, obscene language. The threatened duties, threatened officers basically and with violence and all this shit, but none of this stuff ever happened. 20 days of disciplinary confinement. YNW Melly's attorney, Kerry Hall, objects, and then she says, we're going through all of this stuff, and judge lets her, meaning the other attorney, do all of that crap. But this is going to be interesting because what's going to end up happening is the major is going to admit that YNW Melly came to the Paul facility as a security risk, admits they found a kite from YNW Melly suggesting he get a burner phone. Several staffers have also been terminated for assisting YNW Melly resources, including a nurse passing a note to him to begin a relationship. So a nurse was trying to hump on him. Then a staff member is currently under investigation for allegedly providing YNW Melly with a cellular device. The funnier part is, it's from hella years ago. Then the major admits he is aware reviewed a viral video of YNW Melly's FaceTime at an NBA game. So then they basically talk about the AI shit. They never proved that this stuff was actually real. So then he basically says he doesn't know much about the friendship between Melly and Borland. And he admits that YNW Melly did not receive a disciplinary report over the charges in his cell. Talking about all the shit that he did. He never got a charge for it. These are just notes that they wrote. So then it gets monotonous about a bunch of bullshit and stuff. Then he goes on and basically says, Moretti gets destroyed, and we showed that already. So we're just going to get to it, and I'll explain the rest to you. I'm watching this. I'm watching how DA Buckaloo kind of sucks. First off, you know that he was never on that phone. Never. And the fact that people are acting like that's real, aka the prison officials or the jail officials and the freaking defense. Y'all do know if I say I'm watching him 24/7, I search his cell every single day, and basically he's in a place by himself. That would mean that you all can go ahead and determine that anything he got going on, y'all would see. So the DA goes on in her little BS diatribe and essentially says nothing changed. The previous judges, they said no. They said no. She all of this stuff and everything, and basically other judges said that he can't come home, he can't get a bond and all this stuff. But they failed to mention part of the reason he couldn't get a bond is because you guys said he was tampering with evidence, tampering with witnesses. The same charges that y'all dropped for Borland, the same charges that y'all dropped for YNW Melly. Well, last I checked, if you drop charges, that means it didn't happen.
Correct.
You can't sit up here and say, oh, yo, we're just going to try to get him on a murder charge. That's not how that goes. It goes, everything you're wrong for, we're going to make sure you're wrong for. And that's how that goes. So I hear it. I just don't see the bullshit. The state more than likely is going to get their wish that YNW Melly stays in the jail cell until they get to trial, because they're still actively going through this case. They're still trying to cross T's and dot I's and all of this shit.
Correct.
See, one thing that people will not give credit to is the power of the internet. See, the YSL case, and one bald head, peanut looking head ass dude who decided to coin the phrase, I don't recall, has now made that phrase eligible for everybody in the United States of America to use. Because all they have to do and all they have to say is for certain things that may seem incriminating, I don't even recall. I don't recall. It's been, 7 years? The biggest, best part of today was that you got to see how inhumane it was and how the how the prosecution sucked. Drew Fillon admitted now 3 years straight, tomorrow's YNW Melly's birthday, that they haven't been able to say happy birthday to Jamel Dimmons. The DA didn't even realize to say out of her mouth, hey, we got 2 dead people who will never be able to say happy birthday to their damn families, and their families will never be able to say it to them, only from a gravesite from his alleged actions.
Damn.
That's what you should have did, but you didn't. Because I'm slightly a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not saying Drew did this at all. I'm not saying that, they came up with this crazy ass idea. I'm just saying I find it fascinating how YNW Melly missed that last court date and said, I don't want to go, I ain't got to go. And all of a sudden you getting a court date and the chance for you to get a bond on your birthday? Stranger things, yeah. But at the end of the day, man, I think YNW Melly deserves a bond because
I do
bare
too.
minimum, y'all haven't found him guilty.
Facts.
Whether he's innocent or guilty, it doesn't matter at this point. But the United States says we don't act like our enemies, so we're not going to treat people a certain way. And in this instance, they are treating somebody a certain way. I think it's ridiculous that they just haven't sat up here and just said, oh, man, you know what?
I agree.
Let's go through and speed through this shit. They're literally trying to say, well, when we get ready and we don't like something that the judge said, we're going to go ahead and push this shit back and disrupt the damn flow of our evidence in the flow of the damn trial. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Do you think YNW Melly's coming home? Early guesstimation, and I hope I'm wrong. But I don't see him getting out. End of the day. The bodyguard shit sucked. The management thing sucked, but the best thing Drew did today was say, Judge, we ain't gonna argue with how much you want for us to sit up here and give him for bond. We're not even gonna argue that. You determine if you decide that we have. So now the judge gets to go, shit, if I do let him out. And I think Drew learned that from the Lil Durk case. But hey, y'all got to see Drew do what he do. That's probably should be his name. Do what he do.
Do what he do, Drew. So, man, it gets spicy. It gets spicy, man. It get in that paint, man. It gets spicy. It's like, damn, man, what you gonna do? How you gonna do it? With YNW Melly, man, it really gets spicy because, as y'all just heard, man, the facts from the lawyer mouth, from Sadie Nash, reading the paperwork, reading the manager comments, like this, like really, like it get tight, man. And it's like we at the point right now. He at the point right now is like frustrated. What y'all gonna do? How we gonna play this? You know what I'm saying? My lawyer flexing now. He's flexing. The lawyer is flexing. That's what the lawyer doing. So it's like, damn. My predictions on this shit, I feel like shit, man. The lawyer play it right. He can come home. He can come home, man. Cause it's a good argument. I hear the argument. It's a good argument. I can't say it's not a bad argument. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say, damn, what the defense gonna sound like. Because all we hearing is just his side, this side, this side. I want to hear what the defense gonna say. So I'm gonna be on that part too as well. I want to hear what the defense got to say and how they gonna say it, or how they gonna put it to the judge as to why he shouldn't have bond, or as to why he shouldn't come home. You know, that's what I do want to hear, because that's gonna be major, because that's gonna be a part where they're gonna play it in court. I mean, in trial, that's gonna be a major part, and it's gonna be like, damn, it's gonna expose their hand or what they hold, and like, well, shit, man, we can't. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do want to hear with that. And damn, as y'all heard with the Allstar JR shit, man, Ben 10 and them is gonna be clink next week. So I want to see that happen. I want to hear that. That's gonna be breaking news. That's gonna be a story for sure. Next we got POOH SHIESTY. So, as far as YNW MELLY, man, I hope he come home. I hope he come his ass home, man, and he gonna have the biggest charting song ever when he come home. If they don't bake him, you know what I'm saying? Because he already had a mistrial, so he should already be home, but they hold him. So crazy work. Yeah, I hope he come home. Next we got POOH SHIESTY. Now, from what I heard and from what I know, I don't know too much because I ain't digging to it. I just came home and got active, got right in live, started fucking with y'all. So I ain't really get a chance to go over it and go in depth as to what the charges was. But POOH SHIESTY, just keep being worship for POOH SHIESTY, man. POOH SHIESTY is hit with another 3 charges. He hit with 3 more charges. So I don't know what the charges are. I don't know exactly what they did. He was already hit with a 33 count indictment, saying he did 26 of the alleged acts. So that's major. That's big. We might just have to do a whole breakdown with just POOH SHIESTY in this whole case. But he got hit with 3 more charges. And he's already down for a felony ag. 2 other people that was with POOH SHIESTY, 2 other of the members that was with POOH SHIESTY, guess what? They also had ankle monitors on. 2 other people that was with POOH SHIESTY allegedly doing this crime had ankle monitors on. So that means POOH SHIESTY had an ankle monitor on, and 2 of his homeboys had an ankle. That's 3 ankle monitors on committing the crime. So without them even saying anything, without Gucci ain't gotta say nothing, nobody ain't gotta say nothing. You know what I'm saying? All they gotta do is run data. Get phones, run data. Where was the phones at as in approximately to where these bands was at, to where these ankle monitors was at? And if these ankle monitors show up that they was in the same room as these phones, well, we know what we got here. We got what they say we got here. You get what I'm saying? So even with that, the ankle monitor is gonna tell you, hey, on this day they was there. On this day they was here. On this day they was here. You know what I'm saying? So with that, it's like shit. You were there You can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like what went down. So with this case, man, it's a very because it was a very slow case. Like they was very slow to charge him. They was very slow to charge everybody. They was very slow to charge everybody. This unwrapped in months. It took months for this to happen, for the arrest to happen and shit like that to happen. It's like seemed like when it hit the internet, that's when the arrest happened. That's when they got found out. Not knowing that they was been doing their little homework behind the scenes. So, with that being said, it's like, damn, man, like POOH really went out bad, man. And I hope it wasn't over his cousin Big Scar. I hope it wasn't over that because it's like, damn, bro, you just crashed out, went out bad, and took other people with you. Went out bad. Like, this might be the craziest, most severest crash out I done seen ever. Ever. I don't think I've seen a crash out like this ever, bro. And it's sad. This shit's sad. It's sad to me because I'm looking at this shit like, damn, bro. This nigga just fucked off millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, bro. And they say it was for his cousin Biscar and Gucci answered for the chain back and a couple and 25 M's that he said Gucci owed him. Nah. Man, you had M's, you got money, bro. You could have got a lawyer and went over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this the biggest crash out, bro. Like, and then I can't believe it because it's like, damn, bro. A nigga just did that. Bro, he just crashed out and did that? For what? What, bro? Hold on. What did he just... Like, and we'll never know right now because he ain't doing no interviews. His last mind ain't on no fucking interview. Maybe when this shit all over with, he might do an interview. And then we can see where his head was at, where his head space was at with that. But it ain't happening right now, so we'll never know where his headspace was at. We'll never know unless one of somebody, if somebody, bro, it's like none of them getting out too soon to even do an interview to even see where the headspace was at that day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, that's crazy, man. That's like, what? How you all do that? You know, it was multi-millionaires in that room. Gucci, multi-millionaire. Big 30, multi-millionaire. Motherfucking POOH SHIESTY, multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? His daddy probably was a millionaire. You know? Shit, yeah. Millionaires in the room. How the fuck he come down to this? You know? So that's like who was in the air, bro? Like who influenced that, bro? Like what influenced that? Like, and I keep saying it, bro. I don't give a fuck what a person tell me. You can go back and look at all my other videos, bro. I keep saying it. This is what I kept saying about POOH SHIESTY. This is what I kept saying about Big 30. They are infatuated with robbing. They are infatuated with it. You get what I'm saying? And they love that shit. You get what I'm saying? They got homies that's been down for felony aggravated. You get what I'm saying? Like they rap about it. They got songs. You feel me? Video. They got songs about it. They got plenty of songs about it, rapping about they man's being down or what they doing and how they like to do it, how they like to take people down. So it's like once you listen to their songs and you listen to that shit, bro, it is not a surprising thought that you like, damn, they in there for a felony aggravated robbery. What? Oh yeah, I knew that. So it's like that's the fucked up part about it. You get what I'm saying? What's good with it, baby? Baby Grizz, what it do? Baby Grizz, what it do? So that's the fucked up part about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even they don't mind doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like when you just examine it, and when you step back from the picture, and look at the picture and examine it, and look at the picture as a whole, and see the picture as a whole, you like, damn, bro. FDO. First day out, listen to the song, you like, damn. And you listen to the song, and you like, damn, he rapped about this. And you might be like, well, how he rap about it, Riz? How he rap about it? How he rap about it? And he like, I ain't sent the hit in 3. I might do one just off GP. Think about what that whole little verse and what he said. You know what I'm saying? He was itching. He was gonna do something. He just didn't know who he was gonna do it to. He probably didn't expect to do it to Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but he was on that coming out. He was on that. He was itching to do that. You know what I'm saying? Then listen to the other one. Listen to the second verse where he's saying, "Damn, he out on he what he say? He said he on bond with a 7.7263 sitting right on the counter, fully ordered. That's a fully. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on the counter. So he's saying this, bro. So like, imagine where his head at, bro. He gets out and write that, bro, and put that out. And if you listen to it, it's a message in there, but he also saying, hey, I'm comfortable with doing this, which is a felony aggravated rob. I'm comfortable with doing that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit to me. I'm going to do it just off GP. This POOH SHIESTY, man. This POOH SHIESTY, man. And one thing for sure, 2 things about it. POOH SHIESTY gonna keep a Drake. He gonna keep that Drakeana with him. He out around, he doing his thing. He gonna keep that Drakeana with him. I ain't gonna lie, well, they ain't gonna keep that Drakeana with him. That's one thing I have
at the tap of a
observed.
Bombshell.
Just go back and watch his videos. Go back and watch. He gonna keep that Drake with him. He's gonna keep that Drake with him, brother. He's gonna keep that Drakey with him. Trust me. So when they say, yeah, he retrieved the a long barrel gun or a gun, it was a Drake. Trust me, it was a Drake. I know it was. And they traveled from Memphis, Tennessee with that on the bus. So the ankle monitors show all this. So that's another fucked up part about it. You know what I'm saying? The ankle monitors killed it. So we about to listen to Sadie Nash and see what he got to say about, Sadie Nash, my man. I fuck with him, his content, academics, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's check out Sadie Nash.
They added 3 more charges. Let's just get into it. So I wanted to kind of get into this right here, right? And this is an original document, right? And we're going to pay attention to the counts. So conspiracy to commit kidnapping, and it talks about what happened in January, the exact date being unknown to the grand jury and continuing through on or about January 3rd, right? So that's count 1, conspiracy to commit kidnapping. Then we go on to read more, and they talk about all the stuff that involves it. Then it talks about overt acts in the conspiracy, right? So as we scroll down, as we keep going, there's a count 2. Now, we're all familiar with this one, kidnapping, aiding, and abetting, right? And it goes into details about that. On or about January 10th, in the Dallas Division of the Northern District of Texas, defending Lontrell Williams Jr., Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney White, DeMarcus Glover, Darren McDaniel, Terrence Rogers, Corday Johnson, Kadarius Waters, and Demarion Gibson. So it talks about how they went through wherever they went through, to get whatever they had to go get, and their parts in this. But I want y'all to see this. Count 3. This right here just dropped 2 days ago. I don't watch anybody else's channel, respectfully, not in a disrespectful way. So if this popped up anywhere else, shout out to them, but I didn't see it. So count 3, conspiracy to commit extortion by force, violence, and fear. Beginning in or around January 2026, the exact date being unknown to the grand jury, and continuing through or about January 10, 2026 in the Dallas Division of Northern District. They talk about everybody that's there. And it says that everybody did knowingly and intentionally combine, conspire, confederate, and agree together to commit the offense of extortion by force, violence, and fear, as those terms are defined in 18 U.S.C. 1951b2 in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1951a. Object of the conspiracy. The object of the conspiracy was to unlawfully obtain RD, MM, and BP with their consent, induced by the wrongful use of actual and threatened force, violence, and fear, property, including a release of contract purporting to release Williams Jr. from his recording contract with RD's music label 1017, as well as jewelry, watches, currency, and other items. Interstate commerce, they talk about basically the driving that it takes to get there. Is insane. My bad, y'all. I've been in the South for a while, man. So the Californian is leaving my damn vocabulary. Governor of production and distribution of musical works in interstate and foreign commerce, the jewelry, watches, and currency taken from RD, MM, and BP have moved in. They were subject of interstate and foreign commerce. The conduct of the defendants as alleged obstructed, delayed, and affected interstate and foreign commerce and the movement of articles and commodities in such commerce. Whoa! That's that QR code, man. Y'all know what that is, man. They said 5. Nah. Double that. Put 10 to win. It was part of the conspiracy that to catch y'all with this content. Right. Manner and means. It was part of the conspiracy that the defendants, and they talk about everybody, formulated a plan and agreement with, which among other things included the use of the internet to commit or further the commission of the extortion, the use of cellular telephones to plan, commit, and further the commission of the extortion, the use of false pretenses, namely the pretext of a legitimate business meeting and recording sessions to lure RD and his associates to a location selected by the defendants, the procurement of a release of contract intended to be presented to RD under the threat of force. So it's interesting that they added this damn charge in there, because remember, it was only the 2. So as we go on, they talk about how they left Texas and all this stuff and everything, and it talks about the stuff that they took, Rolexes, Louis Vuittons, and wedding rings and all this crap. But listen to this, they added another charge, count 4, extortion by force, violence, and fear, aiding and abetting. And it talks about the same damn day. See, the feds just added 3 new effing charges. Interstate transport of stolen goods. So they're basically saying, because of those pictures that we have, this is what's going to get y'all up out of there. Damn. See, I know what the hell is going on, and I'm about to drop a bombshell for y'all, because this year right here, it has to be exposed, because just reading this, right? On or about January 11th in 2026, in the Dallas Division of the Northern District of Texas, the defendants, DeMarcus Glover, Darren McDaniel, Terrence Rogers, and Demarion Gibson, aiding and abetting each other, transported and caused to be transported interstate commerce from Texas to Tennessee and elsewhere, stolen goods, wares, and merchandise, that is jewelry and watches, having an aggregate value of $5,000 or more, knowing the same to have been stolen in violation of 18 U.S.C. 2314. Then check this shit out. They're hitting him with a forfeiture notice. POOH SHIESTY, if he is convicted, that shit that he built, that's all gone. So here's the indictment right here fully, right? They're hitting these fools with 18 U.S.C. 1201C, 18 U.S.C. 1201A, and 1 and 2. That's kidnapping, aiding, and abetting. 18 U.S.C. 1951A, 1951B2, 18 U.S.C. 1951A, 1951B, 2 and 2. Then goes on 18 USC 2314 and 2. Interstate commerce, stolen goods, aiding and abetting. That's 5 different counts. And then they said, after we done with this shit, we going straight for your pocket, Skitty Man. We gonna rob you like you robbed Gucci Mane, allegedly. Oh, bro. Y'all want to know what's funny? There's a big chance, and I'm not saying that this is true, untrue, not true, super true, or anything like that, but there's a huge chance that these guys are solid. Now, I'm going to read the 175-page document because what's going on right now is the internet is reacting to stuff that is weeks old and all this shit, where your lawyer essentially will say, hey, y'all ain't got nothing on my client. Your lawyer does not speak for everybody else. That's why you're a lawyer. So the truth of the matter is they don't know certain things about certain people. Some of these cats were never seen before by some of these individuals. So the whole idea behind a lot of this shit is you going to have to say what my client did.
Right.
See, if you weren't, quote unquote, POOH Shiesty Daddy, Big 30, or I forget other buddy's name. If you weren't one of those individuals, it's going to be hard to say, hey, right place, wrong time, right place. So you're going to have to basically say my part in this, which means there's not going to be life sentences. First off, nobody died. Sorry. So the part where people believe life sentences are about to be handed out like Mentos at church, no. That's not it. Well, Altoids, not Mentos. We don't do Mentos in the hood. You feel me? But here's the funnier part. The feds know they don't have the evidence nor the shit that they actually need to fully convict everybody. That's why they added the charges. They have not been able to find any firearms. So far, they ain't been able to find no video. So far, the shit that they're saying, they haven't proven just yet. See, it's an illusion right now. Like the simple fact of the matter of, and I'll keep it authentic, POOH Shiesty ain't broke. He's not broke. And that's why they put that forfeiture in there. They want that land that he bought. They want the house that he bought. They want to put that shit all up for auction. They want the cars. They want the chains. They want all of that shit so that they can recoup. But here's the funnier part, right? The feds still are developing their case.
How they gonna do that?
The feds are going to try to say, well, here's the pictures. This is what it is. See, the feds' evidence is merely right now a story by somebody and dumbasses who decided to go on the internet and say, we got this, we got this, we got that. But it's Memphis. How do we know that that chain didn't belong to Scar? Just saying. How do we know that this wasn't a story concocted by... We ain't finna do all that. But you get what I'm trying to say. Right now, as it stands, man, they don't really have shit. They're not really on nothing. So it's looking good for everybody else that's involved. Because as it stands right now, we don't know what we don't know. But what we do know is that they don't have shit. They're trying to make sure that they get one of these guys to flip. They want, meaning the feds want somebody to go, I volunteer as tribute to take the stand.
Right.
Put my hand on the Bible and swear to God to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But will it really be? I don't know. Y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one, man. They just dropped 3 new charges on POOH Shiesty.
Damn.
It's going to be a long day. Click.
Damn. So, like I said, man, POOH Shiesty, man. That was my first time hearing that about it. So I know the 3 charges they just dropped and why and how. Is he coming home? Shit. We don't fully know. Could he beat it? It's a possibility he could. It's a possibility. The biggest question is what charges he gonna fall on and what charges gonna fall off. That's the biggest thing, and I say that's the biggest thing because that determines how long he gonna be gone. And shit, that's really where it's gonna fall down to. What charges what charges gonna stick and what charges gonna fall off, because that determines how long he gonna be in that thing. And that's real. You know, shit, you can't get over that. And it is really like not who snitching, who telling, because we know that Gucci side is let it be known what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What happened? So we know what it is, but it's like just exactly what 89 said. What person did what? Okay, you saying this has happened, but what person did what? Who did what? And it might be, you know what I'm saying, good that, okay, well, shit, them niggas don't know. Them niggas don't know me. Never seen me. So it's like, they don't know who the fuck I am. They don't know. They was scared. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit be when you scared, shit running through you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to remember shit. Some motherfuckers can remember shit, but a lot is hard to remember. So you just gotta know that. You just gotta be aware of that shit. You gotta be observant of that. And the case, the trial, I'm gonna watch the trial. I gotta watch the trial, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gotta watch the trial. Gotta watch the trial. I gotta watch the trial because I gotta see what's gonna happen. I gotta see what's going on. It's a must. And it's like, shit, bro, this shit right here, bro, this gonna determine a lot, bro. This gonna determine a lot, bro. It's gonna determine POOH SHIESTY shit, bro. It's really, some people feel like it's cut and dry. Like this shit just gonna go, and then they gonna find him guilty. But no, man. Like I said, you gotta place motherfuckers there. You gotta say what motherfuckers did, if they did anything. So, man, that's what it's come down to. Period. So that's the biggest thing. You gotta, if you say a motherfucker was there, you gotta know he was there. He did this. He did that. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just so the prosecutors gonna feel comfortable with carrying it on. You know, they already banned them. They already hit them with the charges, so they feel comfortable about something. So at the end of the day, it's like, shit, man, what's gonna be the outcome? That's gonna be the biggest thing. And shit, he might split the charges and go home with a 10, 20 piece. You know what I'm saying? 15 piece. He might catch it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know. He might get lucky. But from the looks of it, he gonna do some time, though. From the looks of it, he gonna do some time. We just nigga just hope he don't do a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a waste of talent. It's gonna be a waste of potential. It's gonna be a waste, man. It's gonna be a waste. And not just him. You know what I'm saying? Not just him. Big 30. It's gonna be a waste, man. You know what I'm saying? Big 30 got the potential to come home. Big 30 probably gonna be able to come home off of 10 pieces or something. Big 30 gonna come home, but POOH SHIESTY gonna be the one that's gonna be getting all day because they're gonna try to blow his boots off. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to blow POOH SHIESTY boots off, man. They're gonna try to get that man all day. But Big 30 got a chance of coming home. So, and when Big 30 come home, they already said he got a deal on the table. And we know his first day gonna go crazy. He ain't got a deal on the table. As soon as he come home, he got a deal on the table. So shit, that's major. You know what I'm saying? He coming home to some money. You know what I'm saying? So shit, Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, if and when they come home, they coming home to some money. Like that's undeniable. Like when they come home and if they come home, well, when Big 30 come home and if Pooh Shiesty come home, it's gonna be to some money regardless. They gonna come home to some money. So they damn near really set for life. You know what I'm saying? And another, it's not a good thing, but it is because this shit happened early on in their careers. This shit early. It's still early on in their life. You know what I'm saying? They still in their 20s, early 20s. So they can go probably down there and knock out a 10 to 15 and be back and still do some shit. So, shit, but you see what the feds talking about? The feds talking about shit. If he lose, we forfeit shit. We put in a forfeiture notice, and they gonna try to take everything. But I don't see it. I don't see the judge letting that shit fly because of the simple fact that shit he worked legitly to get that. Everything he got, it was legitly got off of his skill. You know what I'm saying? So I doubt that's gonna happen. You know. He might pay a stupid ass restitution, but I doubt they forfeit shit from him. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Not from no man who earned that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get that off no illegal proceeds. He didn't get that off no illegal shit. You know what I'm saying? He got that off of legit shit. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't see that happening. Other than that, man, shit, that's it. Like, share, and subscribe, man. We almost at 2 hours. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We damn near almost at 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? We almost there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap the fuck in. I got other videos on here. Get a thorough breakdown. I do need clippers. So if y'all a clipper watching my channel, fuck with me. Get on me. You know what I'm saying? Get on me. Get in contact with me if you're a clipper. Make you a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what the fuck I need to go up. Some clippers. Clip. You know what I'm saying? Clip me some good shit. You want a couple dollars? You want a couple dollars? You want a couple dollars? Come on, clip. I need some clippers. Y'all want a couple dollars? I need some clippers. Come on now. I need some clippers if you want a couple dollars. And they gotta be some good clippers, man. Don't come half-assing, man. I'm trying to get my shit going. Quit playing with me. I think I want some KFC tomorrow, man. KFC sound real good right now. Some KFC, honey barbecue wings. Ooh, that shit sound good. I might get some of that shit tomorrow. Wake up, workout, run, don't eat. Probably eat some real light and get to work. Shit, eat that at nighttime, some KFC wings. That shit sound good as hell. Get like a motherfucking 15-piece. And bang that bitch, you hear me? But make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's rich enough. And tomorrow, I don't know, we got some developments. I'll be back, but this weekend for sure, I'm gonna try to do an IRL this weekend. I'm gonna try to do an IRL, do something this weekend. It's gonna be an IRL Probably gonna go fuck with that Lou shit. See what Lou on. Do a IRL shifter mode, and go into shifter mode. Go fuck with Lou. Yeah, that's what I might do this weekend. So be looking out for the IRLs. We leaving the desk. We gonna be from behind the desk. We gonna go IRL, full IRL mode this weekend. Make sure y'all tap the fuck in, like, share, and subscribe, turn your notification bell on so y'all get them notifications when we doing this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can tap in, join in. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your baby. You know what I'm saying? Enter a chance to win this right here. DJI Pocket 2 Creator Combo. We do everything I'm doing right now, man. But you gotta like, share, and subscribe. And like every video, comment on every video, and you might win. But yeah, it's rich enough, man. I'll holler at y'all boys tomorrow, man. We'll be back on this thing, man. Probably around 10, 11 o'clock. We'll be back on here, man. Fuck with your baby. You know what I'm saying? It's rich enough. And make sure, man. Make sure y'all, if y'all enter to try to win that, y'all have to like every video. Y'all have to comment on every video. Y'all don't have to share every video, but y'all do have to like and comment on every video. And yeah, shit, y'all can share that shit. Y'all can share every video. Ain't shit. If y'all got a Twitter, y'all can share a video to the Twitter, because I know half of y'all ain't even active on Twitter. Y'all just probably got a Twitter. So just share every video to y'all Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? And have a little proof, because that's the only reason. That's
Right
the only way
here, though.
y'all
See how YNW Melly's getting the death penalty. I mean, what?
Make sure your channel is active. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your channel is active, man. If your channel not active with at least a video or two on there, a current video or two, you might not win it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure them are the qualifications to win it. So your channel has to be active. Like, share, and comment on every video. You could do videos, you could do the lives, no shorts. Or yeah, you could do the shorts. Whichever one it is you choose to go crazy on. I don't care. But then I'm gonna hit you up, and then I'm gonna for sure get with you. You know what I'm saying? The winner. So make sure. And I might do a up-to-date pocket. I don't know. When I get monetized, I might do an up-to-date pocket raffle. Or the Insta 360 Luna. I might do a raffle with that. I don't know. It's still up in the air. But look, it's rich enough. I'm out of here.